It is never too early to start practicing your posing. You do not want to wait until you are right around the corner from your show day to worry about posing. Even though you're not at your stage physique, as you get more comfortable, as your body evolves, you're going to get more comfortable if you're posing. But understanding your mandatories, understanding the basics, you can start today. So let's grab these shoes and let's get started. Hello there, I'm Anissa. Today I am your posing fairy godmother, auntie, sister, friend, whatever you need me to be. I'm here to break down wellness bodybuilding posing if you're just starting out. The first thing you need to learn are your mandatory poses. Each division has different mandatory poses. In wellness, we have 4, our front pose, our side pose, our back pose, and our side pose. Once you nail those, you can go into learning your transitions and practicing your walk. Your walk, I will tell you, practice around the house just as you're doing things so you can get more comfortable in the heels, but really work on nailing your mandatories and being able to hold them confidently. First, we're starting with our front pose. I want you to start everything in line, just straight up and down. Now, my left side, or like really right side, we call it as the dominant side. You can pick whichever one looks best for your body. So I'm just showing you my dominant side. That will be placing my right foot to the back. So I'm placing it back and turning it out. I'm popping up this front leg. So my left leg is popped. I'm going to sink back into my hips. So that's why you want to start aligned so you know where your hip bones are and sitting back into them. I'm gonna twist my waist, so my belly button is facing to the corner. My back hand is on my waist, and then my arm is out. Thing with you wanna keep your shoulders level so you don't wanna be sitting lopsided. So I do flare my lat to engage and hold my shoulder up. This is your front pose. Be sure you don't hide your back arm either. You want it to still be sitting nice to the side. You will feel a cramp right here. This is okay. Posing can be slightly uncomfortable because you're contorting your body into a particular shape. So here we are again with our front pose. Engaging your core, twisting, creating that nice small waist, hourglass figure, highlighting the emphasis on your legs. Now we're going to go to our side pose. You're gonna see me transition, but really, we are facing our hips to the side. The back leg is going to be popped. You are going to gracefully plant your front leg. That's the easiest way I can explain it. You don't want to do a full squat. You'll see people do this. Don't do it. It looks weird. Don't do it. We all make boo-boos on stage our first round, but try not to make that one. So all jokes aside, so back into standing upright. Pop the back leg, relax the knee, and push into that hip. It's like a push and a twist. So you're gonna push and twist, and this is to pop that glute. You'll see when I'm lean, I have like a glute line here. You really see it pop through. Right now, we are not stage lean. Engaging, again, your core, lifting at your sternum. So lift at that chest and sternum, twist. Your arm should not cover your glute. You want it out to your side, hand on the hip, elbow twist it forward. And this is one, don't let your leg get lost. Keep it there's no weight really on this, but it's engaged. So here, when you transition, I'm gonna give you this one transition tip. Be sure to always keep your hips up. I almost come back to my front pose to pivot into the back and get into my back pose. In your back pose, starting from a neutral position, you're going to place your feet a little wider than your shoulders. We're not doing no straddles. You don't want them close. You don't want them straight up and down and symmetrical. That's more bikini, because then you're gonna look balanced. You want them a little bit wider so you can emphasize that lower body. You're gonna lift into your hips, and press back into your glute. So from the side, this will make more sense. I'm gonna show it here and then we're gonna flip myself back around. I am lifting the glute and sitting back into it, keeping the chest high. It's almost like you're doing an RDL, but you do have a little more arch in your back. That's where that mobility will come into play. So working on your mobility is really important when it comes to posing. And here, this is another one. You don't wanna be all the way over here. That ain't cute. We're not out here shaking it. Don't kick me off YouTube. I was just joking. But again, we're not out there. We're not doing this. You will have a little bit of a softness almost to the knee because I'm not like there, but it's still like an engaged knee, if that makes sense, and pushing in to your hips. When it comes to your hands, so looking at the back pose, what it should look like on the front, you will see my hands. You can make fists if you feel like this is gonna keep your hands in control, but you don't want to do like jazz hands and have little fingers popping out from the side. I like to just line up my fingers, place, and press. There is a cheat. If you haven't fully developed enough quad, you do wanna see that quad from the back. You can press a little bit, but be careful. This is where working with an individual coach can help you tweak and make sure what you're doing looks good on your body. But for all intents and purposes, you are placing your hands on your quads. Your elbows are not locked into your waist. They're not out here. You want them like in line with your shoulders, and like this will help you pull your chest up too. So like my elbows aren't out here. They're in line with my shoulders. I'm pushing them back. Be aware of your feet in your back pose as well. It depends on your quad shape of how you're going to place your feet. You do see some people turning out a lot in the back pose. And to me, it can kind of look a little awkward, but it is to help highlight that quad sweep. I just do a little moderate turnout. I have a lot of quad when I'm lean, so it's pretty easy to see it from the back, but just be aware of that. That could be some feedback working with a posing coach you may get. Back here in my back pose, I have my feet ever so slightly turned out. My feet are wider than my shoulders. My hands are placed on my quads. I am lifting up in my glute and pushing back. My elbows are not tightly locked, but neatly aligned with my shoulders. In the OCB, you will remove your hair from your shoulders and you will be showing your full back development in your back pose. In NPC, your hair will remain in place. You'll see a lot of people get into position and make sure their hair is all aligned, then they get into their back pose. From the back pose, you are going to turn to your right, so you'll always hear quarter turn to the right. We're gonna gather ourselves neatly, keeping your hips high, and then getting into your other side pose. This is not my good side, not at all. And I really have brought it a long way because she was a real struggle bus. But this is where you wanna make sure, if this happens to be your weaker side, don't stress. Everyone has a little bit of a weaker side. Just keep working on it. And make sure you're very aware when you are on your weaker side. I can naturally really hit my poses on my dominant side and not think much about it. But on my weaker side, I gotta think this puppy through. If you're gonna also think of our side pose, another couple things we can think of, starting again from a neutral position, all nice and aligned. Our back foot is gonna pop out. We are going to sink a little bit into that standing leg where our weight is. We are not having a lot of weight on this back leg. We are lifting at the hip, twisting into it, and sitting into the side pose. You should be able to see some hamstring development, your quad sweep, glute, the whole side, nice profile. And again, keeping your core engaged. I do flare my lats a little bit here, also to keep that nice shape. You still wanna see that curve. I'm not letting my elbow get lost in the sauce. It's out there and proud, helping my shoulders stay nice, level, and in place. My arm is not covering my glute. We're showing her off. And then we will end with our last quarter turn to the right, and we will be done. So when you're on stage, you're going to always hear quarter turn to the right, quarter turn to the right, quarter turn to the right. You can also hear ladies face the rear. Sometimes they will not take you through the full one. They may take you from a front pose all the way to a back pose. And you do have to know how to get there. They can sometimes take you from a back pose to a front pose. So just know all your poses. Be mindful and listen when you're on stage. If you get out of sorts, the head judge will probably recall out the pose to help you get back in the zone. Sometimes the expediter will also help when it comes to spacing you out on the stage. They try to make sure each competitor can be seen very well. So you have people to help you along the show to stay nice and focused. Now we're gonna run through our mandatory poses another time because practice makes perfect. Okay, so ladies, hit your front pose. Quarter turn to the right. Side pose, remember to lift and twist and sit into that hip. Ladies, face the rear. Quarter turn to the right. Ladies, face the front. Great job, class C. Oh my gosh, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm such a goofball, but yes, you do want to just have a nice finish as you get off stage. We call it signing off. So what you will do is, like, for instance, they'll get you back in your front pose. You just do a little wave and then get off the stage. I feel so rusty, but this was so fun to make. Just to recap everything that we did today, we went over our mandatory poses for wellness bodybuilding for the NPC and that one tweak with the hair off the back for OCB. The couple of tips that I want you to remember from this video, if anything, besides the posing, is just always find ways to practice your posing. Even for me, I haven't done it in my heels in a while, but in between sets, whenever I'm working out, I'll practice my posing. It is such the easiest way to get comfortable with posing. You don't want to wait. It doesn't need a big production. You can practice posing in your house. Don't overcomplicate it, just practice. The other tip that I want to give to you, and I didn't show, is practice how long you can hold your mandatory poses. So you can put like a little timer on your watch. They will sometimes hold you and work you in a pose on stage longer than you anticipated, and it will feel like eons on stage. Don't let it scare you, but I'm here to get you prepared, because if you are here with me, we are showing up and showing out on stage and owning it. Now, I will go over other tips and tricks when it comes to posing. I just did not want to make this video entirely long. This is the basics to get you started, so that way you are not waiting until it is time to hit the stage. And if you are finding this video and you're about to hit the stage, it's okay. We're here for you. You're gonna do great. If you all like my posing shoes or anything from the Shoe Fairy, please feel free to support me by using my discount code. I will have that below in the description box. Anything down there is to directly support me and what I do here on this channel for you. Until next time, keep practicing posing and walking around and feeling fabulous in your heels, and I will catch you in the next video.